Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wiki Sasquatch channel. I am going to be reviewing the rest of these Dungeons and Dragons animated series figures. I already did one on Avenger and Dungeon Master, so you can check that out. Put a link up here at the top. And there they are over here. The Dungeon Master. He's not very animated, he just basically has his arms animated. Articulated, I mean. His hands are articulated, they turn his wrists. And then Avenger. They were kind of an expensive set because he's so big, I guess. But he has some blasts that you can put in coming out of his hand. He's articulated at the torso. His head don't really turn too good because of the way it's made. But, his arms come out a little bit since it's got that slit there. You can do a little bit with it. But, this is a really thick piece of plastic, so even though his legs are articulated, there's not really a lot you can do with it because he's gonna have that big skirt on regardless. So there's not a lot of articulation to these, really functional articulation anyway. When I did that review, I was talking about it came with this backdrop, which was a nice bonus. And that's also I was noting that maybe this going to blend into the next box, so it'll be like the Star Wars Black Series where it continues. So it actually does. So you have the first four there, and if you look over here at the backdrop, this goes to where this little fairy in the skylift thing is right here, and that goes to about, he's blocking it here, that's right here, so that goes about halfway through that. So they may do the other characters. In that show there were several main characters, so there's another 3 characters there, I think, that's main characters. And I was thinking maybe they'll do the other 3 and extend this out for wave 2, and then maybe have another deluxe, hopefully. They could do this dragon or something. That'd be really cool deluxe. I hope they do that. But they could definitely do these 3 for the main ones. And if you look at the cover of this DVD, that would pretty much cover all the main characters if they did the dragon for the other deluxe. It'd probably be pretty expensive because it'd be a pretty elaborate thing, but I would love to have that dragon. I think that would be the coolest thing out of all of them. Alright, so we're going to open these others. Let me put these back here. We'll line them up as we go. So I'm going to push this box to the back. And I actually got these at Target. You can get them off of Entertainment Earth, I think. Amazon. Walmart, I think. If you want to support the channel, you can click one of the links in the description. I have affiliates with some places, and if you buy anything through them, it helps us to get credit so that we can get more action figures to review for the channel. So you get a discount on them anyway. So please support the channel. If you're going to buy these, just click on that link and it'll automatically do that. So, alright, so here's the box. And the way they did these boxes, they're doing the plastic-free packaging. So the other box, since it was a deluxe, it kind of made more sense as a box. But it also had this kind of corrugated look to it, which I didn't care for. But these are more like I guess like a cereal box type thing, so you don't have those ripples. So they look nicer. But they have like a card where you would have a blister pack, but you don't have a blister pack. You have this weird setup here, so that's kind of weird. But, and this is Hank. He's the archer. He comes with a couple different bows. Let's do this way. All right. All right, so he looks pretty good. Very detailed as far as looking like the show. Got articulation in the wrists and the elbows and at the arms, shoulders, and the legs, and they can go out. Got the double jointed knees. And you can turn at the calf, and he has the ankles that pretty much like the Black Series in G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series and the G.I. Joe Classified articulation type deal. Weird thing is that one arm won't go in any further than that. Oh wait, yeah, it will. I got turned around. Let's turn around backwards. Let's see. There we go. I was gonna say that's weird that it wouldn't go in further, tighter. All right. So now I come with this little dice. I never actually played Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm not really sure even how to use those kind of dice. Let's see. I always wanted to play that, but I hadn't ever got around to it. I wanted to do the Star Wars version that they do nowadays. But not sure how this bow works because it's not. It's a. Let's see what's got on the box. He's holding it at the down here. He also has the other bow that's just, it don't have an arrow or string to it, so that's kind of weird. Maybe it's supposed to look like this when he's not using it. I guess that's what it is. This is like when he starts to use it, this energy bolt thing comes out. So that's the same bow. It's just one's wood looking, the other's got that fiery look. So technically it should look like that to be more realistic, but it's all this because I guess they cast it in the same clear plastic. So all right, well, I'm going to leave him at that, like that. And we're going to look at the next figure. Make him stand there. There we go. Okay. The next figure is Diana. This one was bent. I was kind of disappointed in that. I like my packages to look nice, especially when they have the montage or something. This part looks nice and clear, so you won't, if I display it on the shelf, you won't really see the bent part, but it still bugs me. You pay that much for a figure, you want it to be in good condition. You think the people who sell these things would realize that the packaging is part of the collectability of these and do a good job at packaging, but unfortunately that's not the case sometimes. Alright, I'm going to break out her package here. And she's got a little spot on her cheek. That's not supposed to have a spot on the cheek. Okay, it came off. I've been a little fleck of paint or something. Okay, so she has really thin arms, so you have to be careful when you loosen those up because sometimes they'll break. Once you get them loosened up, they usually do all right. But you just have to be real careful when you first start limbering up their joints. The rest of it should be all right. Okay. And let's see what she comes with. She's gonna come with a dice. Now I come with a dice. Okay, so this one's a different shaped dice. I guess they're all different. I didn't really pay attention to the Venger dice. I think they're all going to be different or something. Let's see. This is the one Hank. Yeah, they had a different one too. So they all come with a different dice, I think. Okay, and they all come with a weapon that looks like they're not using it. And then one that looks more like an action pose. So this is supposed to look like she's swinging it, I guess. And it's got like leaving a motion blur type effect. I think I'm just going to use the one that doesn't have that though. So she's got like a staff, kind of like Chitara on Thundercats. See if we can pair in like an action pose, sort of. I've been doing some stop motion in my some other videos. Check out my G.I. Joe Classified reviews. I did some stop motion in that Serpentor and Dr. Mindbender video and the Cobra Bat video. I did a little Alf and E.T. It was really short. But I've been doing a little bit of stop motion. So the trickiest part of that is getting them to stand up long enough to take a still shot. But it takes a lot of work. But I've been enjoying doing it, so I'm going to try to do more of that. Okay, so we'll stand her back there and do the next one. Did I show you the packaging on this other than it was bent? Okay, and then the next one is Bobby and Uni, the unicorn. I guess since he's a smaller figure, they threw in like a little bonus, sort of. So. Alright, and there's his packaging. And he's got a different dice also. He comes with a wooden club. They look pretty good. He got the freckles like he does in the cartoon. His helmet doesn't come off. I don't know if he ever had it off in the cartoon though. His limbs are also pretty small, so also be careful with him when you're loosening them up. And he got these big old boots. That's kind of cool. He's pretty cool looking for a little kid. He got a hinged neck, but it's pretty tight. I don't know that you can really tilt it much with his hair. You got the ball joint on top of that. Oh, out of focus, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like a hinge and a ball joint. I don't think that hinge is letting go. Yeah, there. That hinge isn't really letting go much. And I don't want to pop his head off. I don't know if it's meant to, so. See if we can find his club. Okay. Looks like Uni's a one piece, except for her head. Head's movable. But the legs do not move. It's all one piece. That's kind of disappointing. But and it doesn't even want to stand up at that, so that sucks. I'll probably have to heat it up and do my heat up and cool down process to get it to where it'll stand. I may do another video on that. I did one on the Ferrex officer from the Star Wars Black series. You can look at it. It's the same idea. But alright, I gotta stand up for a minute. There's the dice for that. It's a little different. And if you notice, my finger looks kind of weird. I melted it the other day with some hot glue. I'm making some fake slime for my Masters of the Universe slime pit. And I was making it with some hot glue. I'm going to make a video on how to do it. So it's sort of like an action pose. Kind of like the Origins, Masters of the Universe Origins style action stuff now. It's to Cobra Khan actually squirting water. He just looks like he's got a thing that goes in his mouth that makes him look like he's spraying. I'm doing the same idea with the slime. It just kind of looks like they're getting slime dumped on them, but it's not going to be actual slime. So I'll show y'all how to make that. It's been a learning process, but I finally figured out a way to do it, and I'm ready to make a video on it now. I was trying to perfect my method. I didn't watch anybody do it before. I don't know if anybody has or not, but I used super glue and tinted it the right color, and you have to do it where it don't stick to stuff until it gets hard. Alright, so there he is. He looks pretty good. He might be one of my favorites, actually. Just as far as the design of him, he looks pretty good. I wish the unicorn would stand up better. I got it to stand up, but it'll probably fall over eventually as the leg goes back into place, unless I do the hot cold reforming of the plastic. If you want to see how to do that, you can click that link at the top. I'm going to put it right here. So there's the whole gang. They look pretty good. Action figures are probably cooler than the cartoon series, actually. But this series, this says all 27 episodes, but I think there might be a few more episodes somewhere. I don't know if it had more than 27. Seems like I heard somebody say it doesn't actually include every episode, that it left some out or something. So I've only watched like the first 2 or 3. I don't hardly remember it from when I was a kid. I remember seeing it on, but I don't know if I actually watched it or if I was just flipping through the channels. But it was kind of like the theme in the 80s was somebody gets sucked into a TV or something, and they're in this other realm, and they're just normal kids. So I don't know, that was kind of the theme here. They went to an amusement park and got sucked into this fantasy world. So they're kind of like Earth kids in a duck out of water kind of episode scenario. But I don't know, I think it'd been cooler if they were actually just characters from that realm to begin with. But I guess it's supposed to be like Dungeons and Dragons, where the game is where you you're pretending to be characters in that realm and everything. So I guess that's why they did it that way. But I would have rather seen a series based on advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And I just did a review on the Fortress of Fangs playset. You can check that out on that link at the top. But I would have that line. I would have from LJN. I would have rather seen a cartoon series based on that. As I was editing the video, I checked Entertainment Earth, and they do indeed have a Wave 2 coming. I don't think they were up the other day, so they just posted these, and it says they're coming in August of 2023. And the next one in the montage would be Presto. He's like the magician kind of guy. And then Eric would be the next one. He's kind of like the knight. And then Sheila, she's sort of like a sorceress or something. And there's room in that montage for one more, so we might be getting another deluxe figure, maybe. If you check out the link in the description, it's an affiliate link. It'll take you to those, and you can pre-order them. If you buy them, it actually helps the channel. It doesn't cost you anymore. It's just an affiliate link. It helps us get more things we can review for the channel. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see our other reviews, the Avenger and Dungeon Master reviews up here. You can click here to subscribe so you'll get notifications when we put new videos up. And you can click over here to see that stop motion that I did for the Serpentor and Dr. Mindbender and Cobra Bat videos. So thanks for watching.